Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about the experience I had being a digital nomad for 2 months. So I was just out in Bali for December and January, came back to London at the very start of Feb, and I'm just going to sort of tell you what my expectations were and what the reality was when I actually went out there, how I found it, if I liked it, if I didn't. Now, if you don't know what a digital nomad is, it's basically somebody who works remotely, so they probably make money online. It could be like a freelancer, you have an agency, like if you can run your business or you can make money using your laptop, that's the typical type of person that would be a digital nomad. And they basically would travel, so it's anybody that works in foreign countries, works from cafes or like random spots, remote locations, and they don't need to be in a certain space like with certain people or like a team that they have. They can just be anywhere in the world and make money and survive. So I run my business from my laptop. Obviously I don't have a big team of people that I have like in an office. It's just people that I work with online, so via Slack, phone calls. I don't need to see these people physically to be able to run my business. Now, before going out to Bali, the idea was, sick, let's go to Bali, we'll go for 2 months and we'll pick a villa that has enough space for us to be able to work anywhere we want. We can just work all morning until about like say 2-3 p.m. and then just go and enjoy the rest of the day, like go explore Bali, see what it has to offer, do trips, like hang out with friends, like whatever it is. We're like, this is a really good plan. Every day work until afternoon, then just like hang out and then take like Saturdays off, work the other days of the week. Now, we didn't really consider everything. Like I don't think we really planned out exactly how Bali would be. Now I've been to like a lot of like maybe like tropical, like hot countries, like humid places. And I don't know why I thought working from Bali would be good, just because obviously we have aircon in the place. But basically the villa, I put a picture of it here now. It's open plan completely. So we've had a 3-bedroom villa with a pool, and then all of the middle bit, like the reception area, didn't close off with doors. So it was just completely open. There were head fans, but there wasn't obviously aircon out in the main section. And we didn't really think about that. We just thought, well, cool, there's like a huge dining table, like a big wooden table. We can work from there. There's like ceiling fans. It's under shelter, like it'll be fine. If it's really bad, we can work in one of the spare bedrooms, like use like there's like this sort of, I don't know how to describe it, like desk, but it's all made out of rock. So we thought maybe the parts in the bedroom, we could use it as desks, and they have chairs in there, so we thought it looked pretty like comfortable, like easy to work from. Now, we went in rainy season, and the temperatures were still pretty high. Like it did rain a lot of the time. We had a few thunderstorms. The second point that I'm going to mention a little bit is the power supply. Whenever there's thunderstorms, sometimes the Wi-Fi cuts, the power cuts, like no water, no electricity, like all that stuff, which obviously cuts off your business because you can't communicate, you can't use your laptop, you have to go somewhere else to use it. And if it's torrential thunderstorm, you don't really want to drive on a moped on a slippery road to a cafe to work when their Wi-Fi is probably out as well in the area. So we didn't account for the actual temperatures. Working past like 10 a.m, you just sweat, like it's not pretty. You are just dripping, like it's so humid. And working outside just wasn't the thing. It was really hard to get into deep work. I don't think the deep work that I did was when I was building my course whilst I was out there. If I wasn't building my course, if I didn't have any time constraints to sort of finish it and finish filming with a backdrop in Bali, I would have probably done like maybe like a module every few days. I wouldn't have been doing them as consistently as I did, but just because I was under that pressure and I had to put myself into this time constraint, I worked really, really hard for a few months. But if not, it was just so flippin' difficult to work. You just sweat outside. Like I tried working from the bedrooms, but the chairs are really, really uncomfortable. We couldn't fit the bigger chairs outside in there. Like we didn't really have any work chairs. It was like these wooden stool things, really uncomfortable. Your back is killing after like 30 minutes. Tried to work in the bedrooms, but then it's really uncomfortable there, so you sit on the bed. And obviously working from a bed, I'm the type of person that takes naps, so I'm not a consistently awake person during the day. I like to take like little naps now and again. If I get really tired, I'll have like a hour-and-a-half nap and I'll get back up. So if you imagine a nap type person, working from a bed, that's like my 2 conflicting things in life in the same place. It doesn't work very well because I kind of want to sleep, but I want to do really deep work, and I'm just confused and sleepy and motivated, and it's just this mess. So that wasn't great. Temperature way too hot. We should have got a place that was like closed off with an actual workspace, because it was me, Iman and Nabil living in one villa. Billy was out there with us as well. He was staying from a different villa, but most of the time it was like 4 of us working. There's the desks outside, like the kitchen counter, super hot out there, and then there's my bedroom, mine and Iman's bedroom, and then the spare bedroom, so somebody would work in there, but it was really, really dark. So it just wasn't really a great workspace. So that's kind of like the first issue. Number 2 is the Wi-Fi. So this was probably one of the most frustrating parts. Before we went out, we spoke to the girl on Airbnb, really, really nice guy, like so accommodating when we got there, answered all our questions. Not a bad word to say, and obviously it's not his fault that there's tropical storms and it messes up the power supply. He couldn't really help that. It's just Bali. But before we went out, we asked him about Wi-Fi, and he was like, yeah, it's optic fiber. Like, he upgraded it for us. He made it like the quickest Wi-Fi ever. Well, for the UK, like it's probably like a third of the speed that ours go. Like Bali's best Wi-Fi is like super slow compared to here, but it was like really good Wi-Fi for Bali, so we were like, we're fine. Like, we've got a big villa, like spare bedroom, like we can work from outside, inside, we've got fans, we've got aircon, optic fiber, like we thought it was the shit, like we thought it was gonna be so good. And the Wi-Fi, like how many times did it cut out whilst we were there? I think the Wi-Fi went maybe like 5 or 6 times. So it doesn't sound like that much, but when you've got sales calls, bearing in mind the time difference, so my sales calls a lot of the time were very early morning. By very early, I mean like as soon as I got up, like I go to the gym, come back and have them straight away, like 9 a.m. Or they'd be late at night, so I had some calls at like 11 p.m. When I go to bed quite early, as I said, I'm like a napper, I like a lot of sleep, so I'd go to bed at like 9:30. So yeah, like my sales calls were very like opposite ends of the day. If I'm going to the gym at 7:30, coming back home for 8:45, I'm showering really quickly. Sometimes I went to the gym early at like 6:30. Say I'm getting home, I'm showering, I'm not on my phone, so I don't know that the Wi-Fi is out. No one's tried it yet. Get in the shower, get out of the shower, got my towel on my head, and I'm just gonna check my phone for the appointment time just to make sure what time it is. The Wi-Fi is out. So I'm in a towel. I don't like have much shower, like 10 minutes before my call, because I'm just like gonna get ready and like sit down and do the call. And now I've got to think about, okay, I need to get ready, get all my stuff together, and then drive to a nearby cafe to take my call. So it's just a bit of a mess. It was quite stressful for phone calls. Doing deep work, obviously I need to create the course, I need to do slides and film. Because I do LinkedIn, like a lot of the videos that I have in my course show you how to do it. So it's not just me speaking, it's me showing you on a screen flow where to go in LinkedIn and what to do and how to do it. So I need internet to be able to do that. Sometimes if I need to download my latest slides for the day, I need to use Wi-Fi to download my slides as a PDF to then use it as a slideshow. Then insert the screen flow, and like if the Wi-Fi is gone, it's just screwed. And obviously I can't record outside of the house, and my phone for some reason EE, don't know why, like I tried to call them to see what plans they have to give me data in Bali, and I think it was like £12 a day for 500 MB, for 500 megabytes of data, which is not that much, or it might have even been 250 megabytes of data, which wouldn't have lasted me anything. It would have cost me so much money. So I just didn't have data the whole time. I just went off Wi-Fi, and then Iman bought a little like SIM card that we could use out there. So that's what I had to use on the days that I needed data. I'd use that to download stuff, and we'd sort of like share it between us. So that was the issue with the Wi-Fi. It was just a bit of a nightmare. It just messed up everybody's day. So the power, and when the power went out, the aircon would stop, so it'd be really, really hot. We wouldn't be able to sleep in the villa, like with it being hot. Sometimes we'd be up until like 1 a.m. waiting for the power to come back on. We'd like call people. Our wires got cut. I don't know, someone obviously didn't like us. Our wires got cut like once or twice, I think. So we had to have people come repair, so the Wi-Fi would be up for like 4 days at a time. It wasn't like a few hours thing and then back on. If it was, we were pretty lucky. Like most of the time it was like a few days we'd be out and have to work from outside the house and just like front load all the work and then carry on working. So yeah, it wasn't an ideal situation for work. In terms of heat, not just at the villa, but all of the cafes, I didn't really find anywhere. There was like one place that was pretty cool, but most of the places it's just so hot. And I'd asked to sit like next to the aircon and get them to turn it up. But it's just, yeah, that's like the logistics of it just don't match up for if you want to go and like do deep work and deep focus. Not the one for me. The third thing I don't know why that was for. The third thing I'm gonna mention is Bali is beautiful. Like Bali is so beautiful, and you've got a lot of people that actually do work or run businesses as digital nomads, etc. The other half are all just tourists, people that are on holiday, people that have moved out to Bali, people that are just like chilling, having a good time. And when you're in such a beautiful place that is, sometimes it was really sunny and warm and I'd just be inside working, which was quite depressing. And I'd be like sat in the room like looking out at the pool and like the blue skies, because I knew that we only had like a few days that were like really, really good weather, and the second month got a bit worse in January. But it's like, it's such a beautiful place. Everybody's out there to have fun, like sunbathe, go surf, like do activities, go explore. And then I was there like trying to do work, people there trying to work, and it just isn't the vibe, because other people aren't all doing that, and if they are, you probably don't see them, or you don't know that they are. So all you want to do is go and sunbathe, be in the sun, go to the sea, go to the beach, like go and have a good time and like enjoy your time in Bali. And we were there thinking that we were going to go out and like work hard, and I was going to build a course. I didn't realize how much work goes into the course. Like if I hadn't been there with people around me to like support me and make me focus and make me do the work and like be accountable, because obviously I had to like arrange when I was filming, and like when there's other people involved, you have to sort of stick to that schedule more. If I hadn't have been there with people who were around me, knowing that I had to film and like knowing my schedule, it would have taken me like months. It would have taken me like 6 months to do the course. But because I had people around me to support me, it was a lot quicker, but it was just so much work, like all day, filming, creating slides, like the same routine. And when it's like really hot or the Wi-Fi goes out and all you want to do is go out and have fun, or like sometimes everybody would go out and I'd stay home to work, and I get FOMO really easy, so I want to go and like be with everybody, so I get sad when people are out having fun and I'm not with them, especially because I love exploring. So going to Bali, I was planning on horse riding like 3 times a week, learning how to surf, like I wanted to go like dirt biking and like go to all the places, like go to these islands, do all these trips, and like I just didn't have time around the course. So that was like the third thing that was kind of annoying about digital nomading. What I would say is, if you're the type of person like me that if you're somewhere beautiful you will get distracted, I would say save places like Bali to go on holiday, because it's incredible. Like for quality of life, Bali looks amazing. Like if I was gonna move away to a tropical country and my business was like fully automated, which to be honest I don't really have to do that much work if I don't want to, Bali would be the best place to go, because you just really good food, amazing people, so kind, like such like kind people, so much fun stuff to do, like sea, sun, just everything. It would be awesome. But go there for like a week or 2, go and like have fun with your friends, like don't give yourself the pressure of doing work, just go and enjoy that beautiful place, and then keep deep work for like your base, like have it where your office is set up, or like where you work at home, or if you go to a co-working space, etc., then do that. If you do work really well from cafes, obviously digital nomads, like a lot of these people work from cafes. I work from cafes like quite a lot, just to get away from people in the house, because obviously when there's lots of people, like, you want to speak to your friends. So some of us would like go to different cafes and like try and like focus. If you work well like that, then like by all means go for it. But just personally, if you want to do deep real work, it's not going to be easy for you to do that in a cafe or from a remote location, or somewhere where it's really hot and you're like just sweating the whole time and you can't actually focus because you're just like dehydrating while you're drinking coconut water. Like it's just like it just doesn't really make sense. So that was kind of like, that's how I found digital nomading as a thing. It's just not really my thing. I like to travel, I like to explore, but I think if I ever do it again, if I go to a different place, it would have to be somewhere that is has good Wi-Fi connection, like the power doesn't go out like every single week, and is aircon, like it has a cool space and an actual desk and a nice chair to work on. If you have that, like you can work from anywhere in the world, but going to a place like Bali, having a place that is an aircon in the main bit, having like an open reception area, having the Wi-Fi going, and definitely because it was my first time going there and I wanted to go do loads of stuff, which I didn't do, that's probably why it was like such an issue, especially for like building a course. I would say if you want to do deep work, just avoid it. So yeah, that's how I found digital nomading for 2 months. If you guys have done the same thing, maybe you found like some sort of digital nomading travel hack that just helps you focus, get loads of shit done when you go away to places like this, and let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.